the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
Hi, my name is Brett Westerman. I'm from Siena Elementary, and my question is, do you use satellites to tell the weather?
Great question, and yes, indeed, we do use satellites. Very important. Since 1974, meteorologists have been using satellites, and before that, it was very difficult to forecast the weather. And this is what one of those satellites looks like right here, looking over the Earth. This is a GOES satellite, G-O-E-S. That's Geostationary Operational Environmental Satellite. And by geostationary, it means basically as the Earth is spinning here, the orbital speed of this satellite is going at the exact same position, so it's always over the same spot over the Earth. And you have to get a certain distance. That's 22,300 miles above the Earth to get to that spot. And so basically the satellite can stay in one spot and just keep taking pictures of what's going on the Earth. Here's an animation showing all the different satellites that are up in the sky. And what we're talking about is the red dots you see there. Those are the geostationary weather satellites. Then there are other satellites that can orbit much closer to the ground, different spy satellites, other weather satellites to get closer looking. They have to go a lot quicker, so they only get a little stripe of the Earth, but they're much more detailed. And so both of those help us to forecast the weather with satellites. And this is the image that we're talking about. Here's a hurricane off the coast of Central America, and you see we can get a full image of the cloud cover. And this geostationary satellite will just sit and continue to snap pictures. This is what the satellite looks like when they're putting it together here in the clean room. This is the size of the satellite to give you an idea. And of course, you've got to get it up into space. And so they launched it. This is the last one that was launched here, the GOES 15. I think this might have been the GOES 15. And here's the path of it, not coming back down to the ground. It's basically going into orbit. When they launch these things, they kind of go out around the Earth and then spin up and get to the proper altitude. You can't just go straight up because it takes a lot more energy that way. And then once it's in space, this is the latest satellite, the most technologically advanced satellite. And what it will take pictures of is not only clouds, but temperatures of the Earth, temperature of the ocean, all of the moisture involved. It'll also shoot sensors towards the sun to check on solar flares. So satellites are very, very important in weather. Great question. All right, let's take a look now at our forecast here. And temperature-wise, we were looking at warm temperatures indeed, near 70 in Boise when we should be in the lower to mid-50s. 86 in Las Vegas today. The pools aren't, I don't even think they're open yet. It would have been a great day to have an outdoor pool there in Vegas. 73 in Reno, 61 in San Francisco, 74 in Salt Lake. Everybody across the West enjoying the warmth out there. 73 was my 3-degree guarantee for the day. We only hit a high temperature of 69 because of that cloud cover, keeping it a little bit cooler. And when you look at those high temperatures, back east it was much cooler, cool air blasting on down. It hit 75 degrees today in Miami, and it's 75 degrees in Twin Falls today. So as you can see, the warm air is in the west, and this is 95 degrees in Phoenix today. The heat already starting in the desert southwest, and looks like certainly plenty of more of that to come. Let's take a look at that forecast coming up for tomorrow. Now, in the 60s, we're going to drop that temperature about 10 degrees. So we'll cool it down just a little bit. 10 degrees in some locations, but only 5 degrees in the Boise area. And we're talking about a little bit of cloud cover, not quite as much as we had during the day today. I think sunshine earlier in the day, clouds coming in later in the day, and then there's a slight chance for a shower here in the west central mountains. I've got it in, but the latest computer charts are not printing out any moisture accumulating. But as clouds increase, we may get a shower coming across the west central mountains tomorrow. 50 in McCall, 54 in Cascade, near 60 in Garden Valley, 58 degrees in Pine and Featherville. East Central Mountains tomorrow. I've got the slight chance of a sprinkle here, but again, I don't think it's really going to happen in most locations, but there's a slight chance, nothing major with this. More precipitation coming in Saturday night and Sunday. In the Magic Valley tomorrow, temperatures in the 60s, a little bit breezy outside as well. Here's my On Your Side extended forecast. Let me step through what's going to go on here. Tomorrow and Saturday should be quite decent. Sun and clouds, sun, clouds, but at least a little more sun than we had today. Saturday evening, the clouds will come in. They'll mean business because we'll get a shower. If you're out of the town celebrating St. Patrick's Day, Saturday night into Sunday. Saturday night, we've got some showers that might move through. The wind will pick up during the day on Sunday, and look at that temperature drop down to 51. And then a decent day on Monday because of the light wind. Clouds come back in. We could get some showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday, and then the wind will come in howling during the day on Thursday as that temperature goes right back down from 60 to 50. So March is typically highlighted by ups and downs in the weather, and you can see it there, 64 down to 51, back up to 60, back down to 50. So we'll get a change of the sky. Great for photographers, by the way. This is the time of year to take a picture of the clouds. The sky is so dramatic.
All right, great skies.
Gorgeous.
Corned beef and cabbage this weekend.
Oh, you got it.
Thanks, Scott. Senate Democrats